Hello everyone. In this video, we'll discuss about one what if analysis model. We'll create one what if analysis model. Okay. So first we'll show sales of 2017 and we'll give user two controls to forecast for sales of 2018 basis of two input growth rate and churn rate. Let me repeat again what we are planning to create in this what if analysis model. Let's track our order date in the rows area and go by months. You can see we have from January till December. Then let's track our order date in filter area and apply filter by year only for 17. Okay, and let's track our sales as values here. So you can see sales of January 2017, December 2017. Now in this exercise we'll create two controls. One is growth, second is churning. So let's say my January sales is X dollars and a growth of 5% user said. So that means I want to forecast for next year 5% growth. And at the same time he has also updated some churning percentage. Basis of that I want to calculate the forecasted sales. So first we'll create one forecasted sales calculated field. Second we'll create one two controls, two parameter control, growth rate and churn rate, and user will pass the values in the growth rate and churn rate, and basis of that we'll compute the forecasted sales. This is our actual sales. Now to create two parameter controls, first we'll click on this drop down and we'll create parameter. Left click on this, program will open one dialog box. Name of this parameter is, let's give growth rate, where user will pass values in decimal because when we talk about percentage they are in decimal, right? So for an example, if I talk about 1% in decimal, that is 0.01, correct? 10% 0.1, and will visualize, will format this percentage into this values, this decimal into percentage. So let's select percentage here. So in Tableau, this is very important everyone. When you want to give user a input of your percentage values, select your data type as floating and then your format as percentage in parameters. Now in this case, for my parameter which is growth rate, let's decide a range ranging from 0 to 1, because 0 is 0%, 1 is 100%. Okay, you can also decide step size when user click on, let's say we create a slider control, and when user click on arrows I want to change by 0.01, that is 1% everyone. Click OK, and then you can see we have a now growth rate parameter. Left click on this drop down and show parameter control. On your right hand side you can see this parameter control. Let's give this value as 6%. Let's say we said we have a growth of 6% in our business. Next is click on this drop down and let's create one more parameter which is churning. That means if there is some churning in our business due to some let's say customer attrition or employees attrition every year we have observed. Again my data type as float and display format as percentage. The range is from again 0 to 1. And step size of 0.01, 1%. Click OK. Now you can see churn rate parameter. Click drop down and go to show parameter control. On your right hand side you can see this churning. Let's give churning of 5% and growth of 7%. Okay. Now basis of this we want to forecast our sales. So for this first we have to create one calculated field. To create calculated field, click this drop down and go to create calculated field. Program will open one dialog box. In this dialog box let's write the calculated field name as forecasted sales. And what is our forecasted sales everyone? Our forecasted sales is sum of sales into 1 plus growth rate, which is your parameter, close braces into open braces 1 plus 1 minus, we have to subtract this time, our churn rate. So suppose your 5% is growth rate, 100 is your total sales, 100 into 100 plus 5% of 100 is 5, so that will become 105, and on that we have computed churning. Okay, so this is the equation which we have used here to calculate forecasted sales, everyone. Let me repeat again. Sum of sales into 1 plus growth rate is your parameter value, into 1 minus churn rate, because churning obviously we have to subtract from our total sales. Click OK. You can see new forecasted sales. First, let me drag sum of sales in column. This will obviously create one chart. No issues. Let's drag forecasted sales also in columns. You can see one more chart. And then we'll convert this into table visual. So click on the show me tab, and here we have an option to convert our chart into table visual. Left click on this and you can see this table view. Let's switch rows into columns. So let's click on this icon to switch rows into column. And you can see forecasted sales, we have first then sales. So let's, in our measure values, let's drag forecasted sale next to sales. And this is our forecasted sales, everyone, basis of our rate. So if I increase my growth rate, you can see the impact in our forecasted sales also. This is showing us January, February. If you want to show this in month and year combination, click your month order date drop down, go to more, under custom, and inside this drop down select month and year. Click OK. So you can see the month and year combination, and then sales, and then forecasted sales. So this is what we have computed in this. Let's perform one more calculation using date calculation. Let's say I also want to create forecasted date. Let's say this forecasting we have done for January 2018. So I want to create one more column here for forecasted date. So for this, let's click on this drop down and create calculated field, which is forecasted date. And this forecasted date I will use because I want to add now month, year or days in my order date. So I will use date add function, everyone, here from date library of Tableau functions. Which part I want to add? I want to add year. Let's go by year. By what interval? Only 1 year I want to add in my what order date. So whatever is my order date, in that add 1 year. So this is January 17. I will add 1 year, that will become January 2018. Click OK. And here you can see forecasted date. Let's drag this also in rows. And you can see this is grouped by year. We have to use combination of month and year because this is again a date variable. Click on this drop down. Go under more, under custom. Instead of this drop down year, select month and year combination. Click OK. And now you can see this is also in month and year combination. So this is my actual year, actual sales, forecasted year, forecasted sales. And we have created, if I say OK, we have a high churning of 37% due to any reason. You can see the impact in my forecasted sales, everyone. So here, basis of our knowledge of calculated field, date calculation functions, parameters, we have created one model, which is what if analysis model, everyone, in Tableau. Okay, so this is about this video, everyone. Thank you. Have a nice day.